This is what most of us wake up to every single day of our lives. This noise. It's associated with bad thoughts and emotions that drag us down throughout the day. The most common thought being, we don't want to get up. In the first minute of us being awake, we view pictures and news that bring bad emotion, and all of this just leads us on a downhill slant throughout our day. We go through our day picking up baggage that is honestly completely useless to us. And my point here is that the world is much too loud. There's too much going on, and we never stop consuming. Every day, almost every minute, there is something stimulating us. We are not creatures that are meant to be continuously stimulated throughout our whole lives every second. A great quote from Blaise Pascal is, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." He is illustrating a perfect picture for why the world has taken the turn that it has. He said this in 1654, and we are no different than him, and he is no different than us. We see this divide, but we are all just people. The only thing that is different is what we believe we possess. We believe that phones and screens have some importance to us, that keep us in the world, keep us connected. But in reality, they seem to be splitting us apart. It's very hard to get away from this because we believe that it is the world, like I said. We are constantly influenced by it, and what makes it much harder is that every single person around us is influenced by it. You would just feel disconnected and alone if you stopped. It's what you think you would feel. But that's a point you have to push past. We have to realize that we have control over this part of our mind and body that we think we don't. We can overrule it. It's not simply just about getting chemicals and feeling good. And we know we have that ability if we can just bring that knowledge up. The biggest battle we will ever have to face is the battle against our own mind. That part of ourselves that just wants to feel good and comfortable, or what we think is comfortable. And is being comfortable really just staying the same for your whole life? I think we have to look at that definition of comfortable a little differently. For us as humans, it's not very nice and comfortable to live in the exact same state our whole life. What I want you to do right now is take out a piece of paper and write down 3 things that you do consistently to block out silence. Think about them. What are they? If you have to, write down the question, what do I do to block out silence? Sometimes that'll help it come to you easier. You have the answers in here always. You're just blocking them out. Some examples of this could be listening to music constantly. A lot of people watch things while they are eating. All these things. And you can think of your own things because we all do different things, like scrolling. But there's always noise. Write down these things and then pick out which one you believe that you can get rid of. Stick with it. Do it. Write it down every single day. Check it off when you complete it. And it will get easier and easier the more you do it. Most commonly, you'll feel very anxious and overwhelmed when you first write these things down. But there's a shock and then there's a change. Go one at a time. Focus on one thing and change that habit. Because it's a lot easier to do one thing than to do 10 different things at a time. Every time we do something, that neuron connection in our brain is strengthened. Whether it's negative or positive, seems to be something we just conceptualized. Either way, what we do is going to strengthen that connection in our brain. If it's a habit that we want to break, doing the opposite will make it easier or more comfortable to do the opposite. Doing what we said we were going to do will make it easier and more comfortable to do that. Every time you do it, see it as adding a point. It makes you stronger. It gets easier. So it's not meaningless to do it one time because you're just like, I'm probably going to fail tomorrow or next week. No, it's that every time you do it, it actually becomes easier. Something that we have to do to get away from the noise of this world is to meditate. And I don't mean to just sit there and force yourself to not think. That's not what I'm saying. It's you should sit there in silence. The only noise should be coming from your mind, because eventually you will learn how to control your mind with that. If you never practice something, how do you do it? And don't just quit if you mess up. Keep doing it for months. Eventually, you will get it if you really want to. This will clear your mind. You'll be able to identify your strengths and weaknesses. You'll be able to put more concise thoughts together, understand yourself more. And when you understand yourself, you'll understand your reality more, what's going on around you, externally and internally. Last, to make everything easier, write down everything you will do every day that you know you will do, and mark it off as you do it. Do not leave any of them undone. So don't write anything that you won't do. Anytime you do something, you strengthen the connection. Anytime you don't, you strengthen the connection of not doing it. So the more you do what you say, it gets easier to do anything you say. And then this leads to you doing larger tasks. But honestly, these tasks aren't much larger. We just believe them to be much larger. We just believe that we can only do smaller things. But by the time we get to the bigger things, we realize we could have done the bigger things all along. It was just a matter of building trust and belief in ourselves. Through all this, we've learned how to manage ourselves internally a lot more. When we start doing these things, there is a chance that things can go wrong, but that's a story for another time.